the competitive side in Trials has taken it's just fallen off a cliff. It's nosedived as badly as you can imagine.
Marty wanted this day to come years ago.
Yeah.
It's the day that should have come 5 years ago.
Yeah, when Destiny 1 released.
Yeah. When you hit the cap on the original Destiny and realise I'm just grinding for light to get like a weapon that's got 1 extra damage for 4,000 hours. That's sort of the point where most people pack it in.
That's not really how the game's ever been, but okay. It's strange though, because the game is not just for a competitive sense. It's probably in the worst place it's been in quite some time now. Couple that with not being able to play it as seriously as I could before. It's like double whammy in terms of a lack of interest.
Bungie failing.
Seems like I was going to say it seems like the Activision split might not have been as welcome as people were cheering about it when it first happened.
No, I mean, we're 3 seasons into the first sort of set of 4 in terms of the new way of delivering content, really, since Bungie have been out on their own, and I don't think they've progressively got worse with each one, but this one is notably bad. So
yeah,
I think they're definitely struggling. I don't really know where this leads to, because we're not going to know how it stands up until we get what happens in the fall, because each fall is their big hitting content, and with COVID-19 having an influence as well, and they're all working from home anyway, there's very few members of staff left in the studio as far as we know. I don't think it's going to be a great mid to end of year for Destiny 2, and I don't know really what that means for the future of Bungie, but I think it's going to hit them quite hard.
I mean, look at the player drop-off rates for each DLC. Like, it's got to the point where there's only about 200 people left, and we're speaking to one of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one major content drop a year, and that's when it spikes, and obviously then a few weeks, maybe a month, then it does drop right down again. There's more players now than there has been previously with that instance, because of New Light, and obviously the game's free to play at a base level, so it's more accessible than it's ever been before, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's better than it has been before.
I do feel like it is now less in the mind share of gamers than it ever has been, to be honest, though, because even the Taken King, like, I wasn't really excited about it, but I heard about the DLC. The Shadowkeep DLC, or whatever it was, the most recent one that came out, didn't even know it existed, which pretty much sums it up. Like, I saw no advert for it, not even on the store. Not even like a little banner on the Xbox or anything like that. Like, I literally didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, that'll be because of the Activision. I can't really
comment for that. I can't remember when Shadowkeep was, but that's, I mean, Sid, you were just going to say they're going to obviously have a lot less finances putting forward into the advertising space. So,
like, if you remember rightly, I remember with the Taken King, the advertising for that was insane. Like, because it was their first proper DLC. I get that, but I do remember it being plastered everywhere, the Taken King, like literally everywhere. And that was obviously in the heyday of Activision when they were still high on Destiny.
Yeah, it was the same with Forsaken though as well. They did the same with that. And Shadowkeep was obviously their first one, quote unquote, out on their own. So
yeah,
you can definitely see a difference if you look back. But I don't think it's quite as drastic as like not being advertised. It's just a lot less prominent.